Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another reading, hanging here with Mega Good Vibes, Saucy Beaver. Guys, what else we have going here? Meggy Peggy, Little Popo. Oh my goodness, speaking of Little Popo, Earlier, Ariel hissed at her because she was trying to just cuddle up to her. But Ariel's a bit of a loner, you know? Since they've both known each other, they'll eat beside each other, they'll lay beside each other, but I think Mega was after a little bit more. She was trying to really cozy up to Ariel, and Ariel's, she's a big chunk of wonka, a lot of fur on her too, so I don't blame Meggy for trying to do that. But you should have seen the look on her face. She looked at me like, are you just gonna let her hiss at me like that? And Ariel's looking at me like, uh-oh, am I going to have to get off the bed now? And so, I kind of had to play the middle ground. I looked at Mega and I was like, you don't hiss at Popo again, eh? Because you bad for hissing at Popo and do hiss at with Popo again. And Mega's looking at me like, all you're doing is waving your arm around in the air. She still gets to lay on the bed. So that's the drama that went down for this morning. And yeah, now she's just here doing her thing. Ariel's like, it's not enough that you get to do your whole YouTube thing. You have to come and try to now sit on mom's bed, even though that's my spot. So yeah, it was a bit of drama this morning, guys. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to this reading, okay? Because since I've been talking Trini and, just being in the flavor a little bit more, I've been getting some interesting song synchronicities. And one song synchronicity, it's a chutney song. It's a Trinidad kind of soca chutney song. And it has some tassa in it, some nice drums. But the lyrics are, show them you could wine. Hang on, how does he say it? No. He goes, show them you could bend down and wine and go down low. I know those of you who are West Indian, you guys might know that, right? Show them you could bend down and wine and go down low. So I've been singing that song all day, just kind of joking around and kind of like dancing around. I was doing housework and so I got the channeled message that many of you who are in the divine feminine energy, show them you could bend down and whine and go down low. It's almost like, I feel like the divine feminines, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman, you have made it to the top. A lot of you guys are at the top. That's the only way that I can put it. I feel like many of you are living very surreal experiences right now, and you've come a really long way. And there's a lot of people that are watching you, because I'm seeing that in the past, you had a lot of aspirations and you had a lot of goals and dreams, but the people you were surrounded by, they never helped you to thrive in any way. This could be from friends you've known for a really long time, so friends from high school, or just experiences you've had with friends in high school. And then, after high school, you get to being a young adult and those friends follow you. I feel like those types of friends have never really encouraged you or believed in you. And I also feel like, if you're a man, it's the same thing. You've never really had friends around you who have taken you seriously, okay? Or maybe they lacked respect in a sense. But I feel like a lot of you have moved on from that old version of yourself. And though you are a lone wolf today, I feel like that's your strength. Many of you are saying no to superficial relationships, and those same people who are not in your life anymore, I think behind your back in the day, they used to think that you thought that you were hot shit, always talking about your goals and your dreams, and maybe you appeared as really confident, and I feel like a lot of these people are witnessing you being some hot shit, like the hot shit that you guys thought you were back in the day. Maybe this was like, you guys were just kids, in high school. Like, I think that's that pivotal moment as young adults where we really have that opportunity to dream, and dream big. It's that moment when we're in high school and college and university, and sometimes during those precious moments, we may not have always had the most supportive people around us. But I feel like today you are proving these people wrong. And I think what you guys may not know is like, you guys have people from all aspects of your lives curious about you. It may pop into their head, I wonder how this person's doing. Let me go try to look them up on social media. Because I feel like a lot of you have had an impact on people's lives. And when they look at who you are now, they're like, man, they really lived up to, all of their hype is what I'm getting. They really lived up to all of their hype. But that wasn't always the case with you guys, right? Like maybe like 5 years ago, if people from the past had looked you up, they wouldn't have even found you on social media. Many of you were going through the dark night of the soul. You were in careers that you didn't want to be in. You were living lifestyles that you yourself were like, man, this isn't where I want to be. And then you guys, whatever you did to go through your transformation, or whatever major event occurred in your life that really shifted things for you, I feel like a lot of people are seeing you enjoy, a lot of abundance. Okay, so I'm going to get some overall energy for you in this reading, and then we'll go ahead and tap into your connection a little bit, okay, and find out how your person sees you. All right, so what is the guidance for you today? Okay, so we have death as an illusion. Okay, so all of those endings that maybe many of you are currently going through right now, it's simply an illusion. I feel that for many of you. Let it happen. Let the towers fall. Let go of those old relationships. Let go of the people, places, and things that end up making you feel alone anyway, right? A lot of you need to put a death or put an ending to something in your life. And it seems like it's really hard to do that. It seems like you don't know what's going to come from that. It could even be your twin flame dynamic in the way it is now. And you think that if you let go of that dynamic and you decide to do something different and give them space, then it's going to mean that the connection is over, and the universe is trying to tell you that death is an illusion. Maybe some of you need to let go of what is so that you can attract something new, even if it's something new from this person. All right, so let's go ahead and get into their energy. How does your person see you? Okay, again, many of you are lone wolves out there. How do they see you in the physical world? Okay, so we have that one and that one I'm drawn to. Okay, so they see you as the Nine of Cups, feeling very emotionally fulfilled, very comfortable within yourself. You have a lot of things in place, a lot of family and friends around you. You have created a safe space and environment for yourself. That's how they see you, as someone emotionally stable, as someone emotionally available, as someone emotionally abundant. You can care for others as well. You have so much love in you that you know how to give it to others. Without expecting anything in return, you give freely to others because you have so many cups in your own life filled. You have a lot of cups to give from. Okay, many of your masculines may see you as abundant. They never thought that they would fall in love with someone who is so generous, who's such a giver, who wants to give back to their community. Your masculines are maturing here as well with the Five of Swords because, I feel like they're leaving the old life behind. They don't want to be out in this world anymore, competing in an environment that is getting them nowhere. Okay, so a lot of masculines are kind of going through the same changes that you may be at this time, what it's reflecting. They don't want to be around fake friends anymore. They don't want to have fake friends squander their money. They don't want to put up this facade anymore. I feel like a lot of your masculines are wearing a mask. And this could be with like family situations as well. Okay, death is an illusion. They have this fear of separating from their family around them. This could be like a mother and father and siblings, but the relationships could be quite toxic. But the part that's the illusion is that, you can't put a death to that. These are the types of relationships that you hold on to forever type of things. Best friends, close cousins, friends from high school, friends from elementary school, friends from college, university, coworkers you've known for a really long time, or who may do you favors like drive you to work, carpool with you. I feel like a lot of divine masculines could be in a place of realizing that they don't want to be in that world anymore. Okay, but it's going to take doing for themselves. But they see you as mirroring back this lesson to them. They want to be where you are, comfortable like this. Okay, but I feel like the universe is saying there's going to be a bit of challenge on the way, especially because they need to see putting an end to those types of dynamics or relationships that they're in. Guys, I'm talking about like, even if you have masculines who are a lot older in life and they have relationships with their own children that are toxic, but they're so deadly afraid to do anything different because of, you know, certain karmic contracts and certain ways that they feel about attracting karma and losing these relationships. It's better to stay than to stand up for yourself, is what I'm hearing. You know, many of them are trying to break out of that cycle. Okay. You know, when they think about you, Divine Feminine, in their private moments, okay, what are they thinking about? Okay, so the passion, and this is not only sensual, sexual chemistry between you two, but I feel like it's staying the course is what I'm getting, because they just seem so patient with one another in this picture. It seems like the way that she's tying the string onto him is just genuine, true friendship that is long lasting. You know, it's like it reminds me of like friendship bracelets. There's no feeling like making best friends for the first time, right? I think like for me, that was probably like around like grade 4, where you really get into that whole like best friends forever, you know, and you really form those close relationships and you have those little groups. I feel like you two have this sense of understanding each other now at this point where you're on this journey and you're on this journey for life, and it doesn't matter what the dynamic is in the physical world. Many of you are maturing now, emotionally maturing now to this understanding that it's like you just want the best for each other. And if there is space, if there is distance, if there is separation, you want each other to know that silently I think about you and I pray for you. And I trust that when the universe aligns it, we'll come together when the time is right. And it's taking a lot of patience, but it's this passion that you can't deny it. It's only twin flames can feel it. It's like you just feel so lucky and so blessed to have experienced such an explosion of love in your heart and in your body and in your soul for another person that, you know, it's often enough. So that's what I feel, you know, they think when they think about you. They're really happy to have you in their life. I think it's Ghost by Justin Bieber. If I can't be close to you, I'll settle for the ghost in you. And if you can't be next to me, your memory is ecstasy. Okay, so they miss you in the physical, but I feel like you two are maturing in a sense where it's like horny teenagers calming down and realizing that it's like, okay, it's okay to just like hold hands and go out in public and do things rather than feel so overwhelmed by each other's energy. It's like you two are very grateful and thankful for each other's presence right now here on this earth. You know, just knowing each other are around. And I see many of you showing up in the comments like this as well, this feeling. Is starting to, I don't know, like to fill your soul. And it's a really beautiful energy, because I think it's exactly what your masculines, you know, are wanting to feel right now as they go through these endings, is that they want to know that they're not the only ones who are feeling this kind of crazy shift in their life, right? Because I spoke about many of your masculines feeling like they're losing their identity as well. And like you make that better is what I'm hearing. Okay, the scary process of shedding their skin and becoming a new version of themselves, a lighter version of themselves. When they close their eyes at night, they're just glad that they have a friend in you. Okay, Divine Feminine. Okay, now let's go ahead and wrap up this reading with a romantic message from your masculine. What do they want you to know about how they're feeling about the connection, or just what they're anticipating in the physical? Okay, let's cut it right in half. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups. Oh, we have something else here as well. Okay, so generally the Eight of Cups could be seen as walking away, but I feel like, you know, for now is what I'm hearing. Okay, for now, until I'm ready, until I can appear as solid, until I can appear as dependable, because she's hiding behind this very solid pillar. Okay, and here we have the King of Pentacles. He's wearing this beautiful red cape. You know, for me, it represents victory. The red is passion as well, which is, you know, I have this victory because of you. You know, and I love that she's vulnerable and she's hiding. You know, you're always protected on this journey as well, Divine Feminine. And, you know, as your masculine goes through these changes, just, yeah, remember the precious moments, remember the passion, and remember that, you know, it's better to accept the journey, guys, than to fight it, because sometimes if your masculine isn't showing up as, you know, a romantic partner or a relationship, and, you know, it keeps you in cycles and it keeps you in resentment, it'll be a painful ride. Acceptance is key, and acceptance is key in the moments where you two are in separation, and acceptance comes from a place of gratitude. So being thankful that you guys have actually been able to experience twin flame love, period. Not a lot of people get to experience, you know, the type of love that hurts so good, right? And not a lot of people get to feel it. Not a lot of people get to experience magic and abundance and magic. Like, I'm saying magic again, but it's like magical things happening in their lives. You guys know what I mean. The ability to rapidly manifest. All of a sudden your dreams are maps. All of a sudden your connection with animals and the messages you get from spirit are now heightened. You know, you feel like a different person and you want to share it with everybody you know. You know, that's what I'm talking about. You know, so as you guys go through these shifts, be patient with your masculines and just know that you know, it's a good time to be here for twin flames. You guys have the opportunity to make, you know, a lot of difference with your energy. Don't just get caught up in what is in front of you in the 3D. Really pay attention to what is going on behind the scenes, okay, in the spiritual world. That's going to mean tuning out a lot more from technology, especially if you're in a place of, you know, not connecting with your person in the physical, but you can feel on the spiritual that they're shifting just like you're shifting. You can definitely expect that once that shift is over, that the twin flame connection is going to propel you both forward. Okay, so I'm excited for the physical changes that are about to come for many of you who may be in this, you know, kind of dark energy here with death. Relax. Don't fight it. Okay, just let it be. Let the space be. Let the cards fall. Let things fall where they fall. Okay? And yeah, I feel like this King of Pentacles here will show up. The Pentacles energy for me is all about the physical world, and the King of Pentacles is someone who is dependable and someone who is reliable, but maybe in the meantime, you know, giving things a rest and giving things a break, but leaving on a positive note is what's best for the connection right now. All right, so I don't know who needs to hear that. I don't know who it'll resonate with, but I'm feeling this very gentle, warm energy as well. Okay, so you guys take care. I will catch you in tonight's reading, okay? All right, bye guys.